Hey there, folks. I hope most of you had a wonderful and blessed Mother's Day. Mine was pretty good. We took Mom out to Sizzler. Originally, it was hometown buffet, but since it was what it was, and plus it's on a weekend too, yeah. When we actually got there, the line was so long. It was from inside the place to outside where the steps are, or the ramp. So there are two ways to get there. Go up by the ramp, which is on the right side, and then there's the stairs that go up. That's how it's designed like that. So anyway, funny thing before I actually get into scheduling all that. What happened today was, well, there was an accident, and we were part of that accident. And I thank God that that there were no injuries or whatnot. But that's what happened. The situation was this: there was a lady who basically made an abrupt stop just as she was going out the parking lot. The road was clear, so there was no reason why she had to make a stop. But she made this abrupt stop, and we actually bumped into her. But it was her fault, because when we were trying to move, we're trying to go to the right, she was trying to go to the left, and what happened was fender bender. The good thing is, it was only minor damage, and I mean minor damage. It's more like yeah, like that. Like it's more like a scar. That's all it was. Just like, you know, like a battle scar on your cheek. Well, needless to say that what happened with her, you know, the usual thing, get license and registration and all that, you know the drill. And like I said before, nobody was hurt. We were jolted we were given a good jolt. When I actually got out, the only thing I actually gained from all this is my arm being a bit shaken up by the actual, impact. Part of the impact just made my arm kind of like very sore. A bit of my leg is, I'm feeling a bit of my leg just kind of getting over the vibrations of the impact too. So yes, my left leg and my right arm, they're both affected, but it's nothing little, soap wouldn't cure. I mean, we're all right. That's the most important thing. We're okay, and it doesn't stop there, folks. No, it doesn't stop there, because after we stayed there for about maybe an hour or so, an hour and a half at the most, because that's how long we actually stay there, because we eat a plate and we just mainly talk. So what happened was, what had gone on was, there wasn't just one accident, but there was two attempted accidents, all in the same kind of style. The person, or the people in question, were going to do abrupt stops. Instead of making a turn and just go, they would just pull out, make an abrupt stop, just because they're being cautious. Of course, I don't drive, but I know the rules of the road. You can't be too cautious. Sometimes you can be a little cautious, but from then on you have to just make a decision right there on the fly. Whether you were gonna make a stop or you're just gonna go. That's all you need to do. And just keep your wits about you. I mean, that's all I know. And this happened when we were leaving Inglewood, because we were right by where we were right by the airport. We were right by LAX. So therefore, before leaving, we were leaving Sizzler. We were leaving Sizzler, and there was one abrupt stop before we were coming up to I believe Florence or Swanson, one of the two. Before we were coming up to that spot, I believe it was Manchester. I'm pretty sure it was Manchester. Before we got there was a abrupt stop there, but no impact. And when we were coming close to the house, abrupt stop there. And I remember there was a car wash. So this guy, he was doing another abrupt stop before actually getting out into the street. But still, it was about a few inches away from us. So, my mom's up in the front, I'm in the back. I was at the back when, my brother was up front with my mom. And I'm behind my brother, so, safe to say we're alright. So therefore, we had one accident, minor complications, 2 attempted accidents, no complications. So I'm alright. I'm a little shaken up, but not too shaken up. That's why I went and got myself a soda. Mainly I got myself a Coke. And before leaving, one of my neighbors just said, "Hi Israel, you look handsome today." I'm like, "Thank you." And it's my neighbor across the street. Sweet thing, but kind of a little wary, if you know what I mean. But in any case, I'm alright. I'm still alive, as you can see, and that's what matters. Whew. That's a lot now, isn't it? A lot to soak in. But in any case, I have been doing some thinking about my scheduling, and I figured since I have 4 projects that I'm currently doing, I'd figure I'd do the following. Now, I used to do this back in the day when, I was just really, slapping down 7 parts or 5 parts, and, before I actually got unlimited minutes. I used to do 15 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that. But, back in the day when YouTube, was young and was kind of okay, before Google had its hands on it. Basically what I did back in the days when I first started out being LPer, I used to do 7 parts. I don't know why, I just I played through a game, boom, 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 I put in 7 parts. And I used to upload really, really quick, So it was okay, 7 parts, okay. 2 one day, 2 another day, 3 another day, something like that, whatever it was, or 7 all in one day, like a marathon type style. I'm considering about doing that. Actually, I'm considering about doing, marathon parts. Because as it stands, here's the good thing. I have 3 of these games on the halfway mark. The only one that is near completion is Chronicles of a Dark Lord Episode 1. That's the only one that's near completion. Everything else is upon halfway to almost finish mark, which is a good thing. So, here's how it's going to go. And as I mentioned before in my my latest Bahamut Lagoon video, I said I was going to do the following. In order, for Monday and Saturday, it'll be Chronicles of Dark Lord, Episode 1. Test of Fate Enhanced Edition. Now, for some reason, if a game is done before the month is over, I'll just replace it with a quickie, or probably if I don't replace it with a quickie, just finish off something, a future project that I'm doing, and have it done by next month. Because as I mentioned before, with summer coming up, as summer's coming up, so is my break. So therefore, I'll most likely have a couple of games ready for June, and they'll already be done by the time June gets here, because I'm going to pre-record my stuff. So therefore, having done pre-record my stuff, I'm going to have a couple of games that I plan on doing. And for June, and by possibly July, June and July are basically Kamikame month. That's comic and anime, both together. The only reason why is because I usually do comic books. I usually do comic books during June. And following that will be anime, which is in July. But I figured, hey, why not just put 2 and 2 together? Have 2 months of basically, June, July, comic, manga, and anime put together. Kamikame. Beautiful, isn't it? So basically, how it's gonna go is, I have my my major project nearly finished. So probably what I am gonna do, and this is very, very much definite. What I'm pretty much gonna do is the following. I'm going to get the Super Robot Tyson games out of the way first. Because since there isn't much left, where I am now in the game is like I'm at the mid-20 mark. I mean, 20, 25, 26. I believe I'm at 26 right now. There are about 38 stages, so that means I have like 12 stages to finish. On the other one, I only have 12 stages to finish as well. So, possibly, considering how the level layout is going to be, it might be 2-parters. One is probably going to be a part in its own right. Because what I usually do on Super Robot Tyson is certain battles take a bit longer than others. So instead of me just actually doing the whole battle, depending on if the battle is that long or not, the whole thing is going to be like this. I'm going to do the following. if it's a long battle, it's going to take 2 parts. You've heard this before, but I'm reiterating for the new people who have seemingly subscribed to this channel, which I thank you very much for doing so. From what I saw this morning, I've reached 350 subs. That in itself is a milestone, and I'm grateful for it. And like I said, as I've stated before, I do games because I like doing them. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's why I do Let's Plays. I do Let's Plays because I enjoy them. I enjoy playing games that take longer, but you know, it feels more fulfilling that way. Because there are certain people who like certain games, so or anybody else don't like them, hey, there's a whole mess of stuff I'm going to be flashing out for you, so it's not like, oh, you're not doing this, don't worry. Things are changing. And I'm not sure if my, let me see something. No, I'm good. I thought I heard my, battery drop for a moment, I don't know why. But, I thought I heard something. No, I'm not sick. No. I have acute hearing. But, back to the scheduling. Yes, I'm going to get Super Robot Tyson out of the way first. It is a long series, but not too long, and plus, considering how I could actually do it, if I could get like at least 2 to 3 missions going, I could finish it before May's up. And then the next one in line is going to be Bahamut Lagoon. So one night it's going to be Super Robot Tyson D, another night it's going to be Bahamut Lagoon, because like I said, I'm at the halfway point on most of these games anyway. Then after that, in order, it's going to be Chronicles of Dark Lord, Episode 1, Tides of Fate, Enhanced Edition. That's going to be third in line, because I'm right there at the very end of the game. And no, I'm not going to do anything like the bonus dungeons or anything like that. No, I'm just going to basically do the main game, and that's it. Main game, and that's it. I mean, I've held these LPs on long enough. I need to let them go so I can move on to bigger and better things. And as I said before, I also have some Steam games that I have on standby, and I really want to go ahead and get the money for it, so I can have them in my directory, and then most likely right after my break I will throw something out, because I already have some games that I plan on doing. But I can tell you one thing right after this, I'm not doing no more long projects until I deem it worthy for me to do a long project. Because when I get back, I want to do short projects, right out the gate, boom, just like that. So what that means is I might consider doing some retro stuff. I really feel like I really want to do some retro stuff. Now don't worry, I will do some modern stuff, but I really am more of a retro person, because there's so many games that, not that many people know about, because there are people out there who don't know about certain games, like the Magic of Scheherazade. People can't even say Scheherazade. That's a sad thing, but it is what it is. People just can't say the word Scheherazade, and to this very day, like, it would be like this: we're gonna play the Magic of Scheherazade, but it's really Scheherazade. Or shut that move ass shit. Like y'all can't, you can't read Arabian cursive. I feel so sad for you. So if you can't say that, just say you're playing Arabian Nights, okay? There you go. Aside from that, I will most likely do, when I get back, the Magic of Charizard, Willow, Toe Jam and Earl, Tempo, a bit of Steam games. I don't know what, but something off my list. Probably ready myself for another big project. What that is, I will not say, but to say the least, it is going to be another epic game. Most people would enjoy watching me do. I'm not going to say the name. So yes, yeah. I was told that I should do Sam & Max. I don't really feel like doing a game like that because I just don't really want to be doing something like that. Like I say, if it feels like it's going to be a long project, I'm going to avoid it. I'm going to avoid it like the plague because, as you can tell, long projects do take a while, and I do not really want to spend most like 2 or 3 or 4 or even to a full year on something that I'll probably never finish. And the reason why is because there are other stuff that need my attention, much like Tenkai House and my books, because I need time to do my books and everything else. And namely, my family. My family needs my attention as well, so I can't just like, oh, I need to do all these parts. I'm not doing that. I mean, I'm doing enough as is for 4 projects, but and like I said, there are a lot of games I would love to do, but the problem is time, and I had to really just make time to do all these projects. So therefore, I will do them in a precise order. So therefore, parts are going to be made, so that way when I actually post them, they're already done, they're out of the way, boom, just like that. So aside from that, June and July, being that it is my last, pretty much it is my last project I am going to do during the break. And yes, my last well, actually not my last project, but that's going to be my last feature before the break. Because after AX is done, then I'm going to prepare to go on my break, and after that, more than likely, I'm just going to be off for probably a week on vacation, and depending on the schedule and time and circumstance and all that. I'm going to see what's going on with the schedule about the vacation, and more than likely, when I know that the time is going to be set, I'm just going to go pre-order an e-ticket, get my ass on the plane, boom, got it. It's like, oh, I'm just going to stay here for about X amount of days, come back. Because my plan is, I plan to leave on a weekend, come back on a weekend. So say if I leave on a Friday, I come on a Saturday. I arrive on Saturday. I'm gonna leave the same way. I'm gonna leave on a Saturday, come back on a Sunday. That's my plan. Because it's the only time that I probably will get a ride. It's not like I'm not gonna get a ride, but just to and fro. I could really, just go for that. But in any case, that is my plan for my summer break. And of course, after everything else that has been done and is going to be done, I am going to really just take it easy. You know, I've done most of what I've done, and I don't think I'm going to do anything else until, say, August or September. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be off the computer. No, I'll still be here. I'm just not going to upload anything. I'm just going to you know, chill, watch some anime, catch up on some light reading, and I do mean some light reading. You know, I'm going to be ordering some Rurouni Kenshin, the novel variety, and just there you go. So in any case, I thought I would take the time out to share my plans and tell you that my family is doing alright, as well as me. Mom's doing alright, she's resting, as well as the old man, he's resting too. And as for me, well, I'm most likely going to upload this video. And when you do see this video, whenever that is, I'll be fully rested and ready to go for whatever the night brings me. So with that, my dear friends and subscribers, that's gonna be it for this video. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot. We will be having a new member into the group pretty soon. And right now, since I'm taking the time to do this, I'm going to promote her channel right here and right now. Now her channel and fellow sub, she has her own channel, and she, like me, is doing Chronicles of the Dark Lord, Tides of Fate. But she's not doing the enhanced edition, she's doing the new version, the director's cut, I believe. She's doing the new version, and her channel, which I'm going to tell you right now, is her channel is a lot of 15, and I will have it in the description box below. She is an up and coming LPer, and she's doing what she can. She brings a little humor, and pretty much she's more than likely going to be a future member of the RCO. Yes, I'm putting it out there. She's going to be a future member of the RCO, and hopefully, you know, hopefully that kind of evens out with the ratio of the group. You know, us having, you know, us being like the majority of guys than gals, and we only have one gal in the group. So of her, it'd be 2. So, you know, the other one being Sheena. So, you know, her being on board, that means kind of things will probably even out. Therefore, hopefully, it won't be like too much, you know.